Schools are supposed to be a safe place for students and teachers.
Unfortunately, we report nearly every week about another school shooting, either attempted, prevented, or carried out.
Now, chances are you will never face an active shooter situation, but if you do, you need to be prepared.
WSBT 22 has teamed up with the St. Joseph County Prosecutor's Office to produce this video to help you get out alive if you are ever in an active shooter situation.
Today, the unthinkable is reality, and being prepared and trained with a plan can mean the difference between life and death.
Make no mistake, you can survive an active shooter incident by remembering these 3 important steps. Run, hide, fight.
40 years ago is unimaginable. 20 years ago is unthinkable. Today, it is our reality. I'm Mitch Kaiser of the St. Joseph County Prosecutor's Office. As a teacher or staff member, you have only one mission during an active shooter event: to do whatever is necessary for you and your students to survive. You are the true first responders. In those crucial moments before the arrival of law enforcement, you need to decide what actions to take and when to take them. An active shooter situation evolves rapidly. Remain observant. Use your senses. And be aware of your surroundings at all times. We can run, we can hide, we can fight. Don't think of these as progressive steps. First I run, then I hide, and finally I fight. Instead, think of them as options that best suit your particular situation and location during an assault. If you have the chance to safely leave the school grounds, the run strategy should be your first course of action. Get as far away as you can. Move quickly to a safe area. If staff is present, follow their instructions. Escape by exits or windows. Leave your belongings behind. Keep everyone together. If you meet others, take them with you, but do not stay behind if they will not go. Go on your own if you must. Once you're safe, call 911. Remember to keep your hands visible so you're not mistaken for the intruder. Running away should always be your first priority, but what happens if you hear gunshots and are unable to get out? If the location of the active shooter is not known or is too close for you to escape, then the hide strategy may be your better option. Hiding involves seeking concealment in a secure location, out of the shooter's view. Doors should be locked, windows closed and covered, lights turned out, and cell phones silenced, with everyone remaining quiet. If necessary, barricades or other means of cover should be used. And always spread out. Don't huddle together. That creates one easy target. Remember, time is important. The intruder's goal is to cause as much harm as possible before police arrive. They are less likely to waste time trying to get through a locked door or climbing over objects. Fight is a strategy of last resort. Use it only when your life is in immediate danger and no other options are available. Remember, fight is not about heroics, it's about survival. Find anything to use as a weapon, such as pens, scissors, chairs, textbooks, fire extinguishers, or other items to disrupt and stop the shooter. Do what you can to get them to the ground. Have multiple people sit on them and hold them down. Do what you can to separate the weapon from the intruder. Disable the suspect by using any means necessary. If you do get the weapon away from them, never pick it up or handle it. The police are looking for someone with a weapon, and you do not want to be mistaken for that person. You need to fight only until officers respond. If the person is no longer a threat and you can't evacuate, do so. Contact law enforcement only when it is safe. Never presume that someone else has already made the call. Active shooter attacks unfold quickly. There may not be an opportunity for an announcement through the school's public address system. Notification may in fact come from the sounds of gunfire, screams, and voices in distress. Always be on the alert. No single response will fit all active shooter situations. You need to pick the correct response based on your current situation. In some cases, you'll use one strategy to buy time for another. Once again, when you leave the building, you should put your hands up to let the police know you are not the intruder. When you encounter officers, try your best to remain calm and obey their commands. Please know, the police are trained to respond immediately. The first mission for the arriving officers is to stop the intruder from harming others as quickly as possible. First aid and care for those injured will be taken care of by professional medical responders as soon as the situation is under control. For parents, it is important to understand your role if your child is ever found in this situation. The first instinct of a parent is to immediately come to the school. This can put the parent in harm's way and interfere with the emergency response team. Also, parents should not call their child during a lockdown situation. If an intruder is still loose in the building, a ringing phone could lead them to students. It is critical that we communicate with students and staff first during such an event. Information for parents about the incident will be communicated as soon as possible through email, district website, text message, social media, and local news sources. The school district will also share information about a reunification site where students can meet their parents or guardians. The safety of students and staff has always been and will continue to be a priority. It's scary to think about, but an active shooter is something we all need to be prepared for. Begin now by developing the will to survive. Make sure everyone knows what they need to do if an active shooter strikes. Discuss your plan with fellow teachers, staff members, administrators, and parents. Involve members of law enforcement. Communicate these plans to your students. Rehearse, practice, and drill each plan on a regular basis, the same way you currently do for fires and other emergencies. We hope that no teacher anywhere must put these efforts into action, but hope is not a strategy. Preparedness is. As a teacher and staff member, you must take a leadership role in preparing yourself and your students to respond during an active shooter incident, and the time to begin those preparations is now. 3 simple words could save lives. So remember, run, hide, fight.